It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with their opponents. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go!
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
On second down now, it's Schwartz, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
I'm here all day.
Check, check. 40's must. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
All day, every day, any day.
Hey, 40's Mike, right there. 40.
He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30.
On,
and they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. And a huge play that time.
Come to my world. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no. Check.
Watch the curl.
40's the Mike.
Yeah, that's what I do.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Right back to Pitts again. And that's good for a pickup of 10. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with their opponents. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Check. 18. Hey, let's go.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Check. 19 tight. Hey. Alert. Bronco switch. Roll.
They'll run on first down. Schwartz. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Mike's 40. Get ready.
Mustang 19. Check my 40. Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check curls.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
He's coming. Double up.
On second down, it's Schwartz, and he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Your trip is here.
On third down, Schwartz. Oh, good move. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Huskies march it right down the field on their opening drive to take the early lead. Now the try here for the point after. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. 4 down. 4 down. Alert.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
60 Bison. 7 Pirates.
Back to throw. Carmichael. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On 2nd down now, Huff. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Hey, we are go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Ready? 60 Eagle.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Looking to throw. Carmichael. Buying time to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2nd and 10.
Panther 60.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Trap alert. Smash. Take over.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Lucy.
Back to throw. Carmichael. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Good bounce-back drive right there. Through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Watch twist. Cowboy 80. Hurt. Right there. Hurt. Check 25. Go.
On second down, it's Schwartz. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Safety's creeping. Check 3. No.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They'll look to throw here on first down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Watch out.
On third down, Schwartz. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Whoa! Let's get it.
Panther 60. Check 79 Broncos.
Mike 40. Check. He's coming.
Hiking 18. Hey. Check that.
They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Set. 70 Lion. Rabbit. 19 Tiger. Track.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 97 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Ready? Hawk 70. 60 Eagle.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Let's go. Viking 18. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Switch.
Panther 11.
Hey, Mike 40. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Warrior 70.
40's the money.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
D, man up, D.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it second and 10.
60 Eagle. Check 37.
He's checking.
Panther Street.
Check.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. So that'll back them up 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, second and 15.
Step it up.
Hey, smash.
Mike. Hey, no, switch the mic right here. We go Mike 40.
We own them.
40's Mike.
In your face.
70 Ranger.
40's a Mike. I'm coming.
Back to throw here. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Check 3.
70 Timberwolf.
On third down, it's Schwartz. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
That's me, baby. Turn it up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
That's trash. Buffalo 18. Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Mike 40, check, he's coming. Tackles. Mike's 40.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Mike 40.
In your face.
Check nickel.
19 tight. Alert.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
You don't want none. Hey.
Mustang 19.
You don't want it.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey, go on, Mike 40.
Hey, let's get this.
60 Maverick.
Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We go Mike 40.
Oh, get him.
40's Mike.
All day, dog.
They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Huskies add 6 to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end, that's Pitts. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Squeeze.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
The play action fake, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Mike 40, check, he's coming. Let's go, defense. Our time, it's our time. Go, run.
And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Looking to throw on second down. Carmichael caught. It's Huff. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Carmichael. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Let him know.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Here we go, D. Wide, get wide.
Off the play fake. Carmichael. Yeah, that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 4th down, Carmichael. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Play to win,
Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down.
Come on, 16, go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Huff. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
I'm coming, baby.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down.
Tight end right. Even.
70 Lions.
They'll keep it on the ground. Huff. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swartz. 127 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
We got trips over here.
Back in 60.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And some space here. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Huskies are able to widen their advantage. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the screen.
Mike 41.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Muscles him off. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Throwing on first down. Carmichael. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down now, Huff. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Carmichael. He's got it complete to Thompson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey.
79 Broncos.
4 down.
Looking to throw. Carmichael. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, Carmichael. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. KJ Hamler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Schwartz, and he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line.
Check the backer, check the backer.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Strong left, strong left, strong left.
Back to throw. Carmichael. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Four down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Texans can take the lead with an extra point. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey, 4 down.
19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll try and throw for it. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Could have been up 1 with a point after, but they go for 2. It worked.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will. Because really it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you're up 1 or 2, a field goal can still get you. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try the left side. Schwartz. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Byer. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Check 24. Check 24.
They'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Check 50, check 50.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Switch it, switch it.
On second down now, it's Schwartz. And room there to work it inside the 25.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60
They'll keep it on the ground. Schwartz, and he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. On first down, Huff, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Set, Cowboy 80. Tight end check, Panther.
Move.
70 Lion.
Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Huff. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Off play action, Carmichael. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll keep it on the ground. Schwartz. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Back to throw. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll run on first down. It's Schwartz, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He's back to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So now it all comes down to the left foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league. And they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Toronto, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.